You've waited, you've prepped, and now, finally, you're on a first date. You look across the table hoping to make a solid connection, but guess what? Sometimes it's not what you wear or even what you do. It's what you say that makes or breaks that first impression. And older women? There are a few things that, if you say them on a first date, can instantly shut things down without you even realizing it. Today, we're diving deep into the exact phrases, topics, and offhand comments that can sabotage your chances, especially if you're a confident, experienced woman dating after 40. And don't worry, we're not here to blame, we're here to help. So let's get into the real stuff. You don't even realize what you're saying might be pushing him away. Here's the hard truth. Men often don't say it out loud, but they feel it. Certain phrases or topics can make them emotionally backpedal before the appetizer even lands on the table. Why? Because first dates are like interviews, but for emotions. They're not about revealing everything. They're about showing enough of your best self to build interest and trust. A 2021 study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships analyzed over 300 first date conversations involving midlife singles. The research found that 69% of men reported disengaging emotionally during a first date when certain sensitive topics were introduced too early. You may think you're just being honest or transparent, but what you say and when you say it can either open the door to connection or quietly close it. Let's break down the common statements that ruin first impressions. Let's get into the things you should absolutely avoid saying on that first date if you want things to move forward. All the good men are taken. This one might feel like a harmless joke, but to him, it sounds like bitterness, like you've already given up on love, and now he's just another potential disappointment in your eyes. A 2020 dating behavior study from eHarmony found that men are 54% less likely to pursue a second date if the woman expresses cynicism about dating during the first meetup. It's okay to be cautious, but don't start the evening by announcing your lost faith in love. Try this instead. I've learned a lot about what works for me and what doesn't. This tells him you're grounded, mature, and open-minded without sounding jaded. I don't need a man. We get it. You're independent. You've raised kids, run businesses, lived life on your own terms. That's power. But saying I don't need a man can actually shut him down emotionally. Why? Because it implies he has no place in your life. No purpose, no role. In a 2019 survey conducted by Psychology Today, 72% of single men aged 45 plus said they want to feel needed in a relationship, not irrelevant. It's not about dependency, it's about interdependency. Two strong people choosing each other. Try this instead. I've built a full life and I'm looking for someone to share it with. That feels inviting, not dismissive. My ex used to no. First dates are not therapy sessions. Talking about your ex, good or bad, drags past energy into a moment that should be about fresh potential. Even worse, comparing him to your ex, especially early on, can make him feel judged. A speed dating experiment published in the Journal of Social Psychology, 2018, found that participants who brought up their ex were rated 30% less attractive and 40% less emotionally available than those who focused on the present. Try this instead. Stay in the now. Focus on who he is and how the two of you are connecting today. I'm too old for phrases like, I'm too old to go dancing, or I'm too old for silly games, may feel like wisdom, but often come off as limiting or self-deprecating. It frames age as a weakness, not a strength. A 2022 survey by Match.com found that men over 40 listed energy and zest for life as one of the top 3 most attractive traits in a potential partner. Regardless of age, don't tell him what you can't do. Show him what you still love to do. Try this instead. I've discovered I enjoy more meaningful experiences these days. That's not about age, that's about growth. I want marriage, kids right away. It's totally okay to have long-term goals, but laying out your full timeline on date number 1? That's a lot of pressure. Even if he's looking for commitment, he wants to feel chosen for himself, not as a puzzle piece in your 5-year plan. A 2020 case study in modern dating dynamics tracked 120 conversations between mature singles. It showed that those who focused on long-term goals in the first hour were 58% less likely to get a second date. Try this instead. I value meaningful connections and want to see where this could go. That keeps the door open without overwhelming him. I don't have time for games. We know. You're not 22. You're not swiping endlessly for attention. But when you say this on a first date, it can come across as guarded or even aggressive. Here's the twist. Most men also don't want games, but they do want space to flirt, explore chemistry, and get to know you at a natural pace. Try this instead. I appreciate honesty and clear communication. It makes everything easier. That sets a boundary and invites playfulness. I hope you're not like other men. This one is a landmine. You might be trying to be cheeky or set expectations, but it immediately puts him on the defensive. It implies he has to prove something, or that he's guilty until proven innocent. Let's talk numbers. A behavioral psychology experiment from Stanford found that individuals who felt prejudged on early dates were 70% less likely to open up emotionally. That's a wall you don't want to build. Try this instead. I'm looking forward to discovering who you are. Let him earn your trust through actions, not assumptions. What to say instead, and how to approach the first date better. So what's the solution? It's not about staying silent. It's about staying smart. Think of the first date like planting a seed. You're not harvesting fruit. You're watering the ground. Here are a few powerful phrases that older women have used to create connection without oversharing. I'm excited to see how we vibe together. Tell me something that lights you up lately. What's something you've learned about dating as you've gotten older? These open up curiosity, respect, and fun, all at the same time. And remember this, first dates aren't about your entire story. They're about creating space for a story to unfold, together. Let me tell you about Maria, 51, from Denver. She had been divorced for 8 years, smart, independent, and emotionally mature. But she told me, every first date ended the same way. They ghosted. When we looked at her approach, here's what came up. On each date, she shared her heartbreak, her 3-year celibacy, her fear of being alone forever, and her checklist for a husband. Within 30 minutes, she thought she was being honest. What she was doing, overloading. When she shifted her approach, kept things light, asked great questions, and saved deeper topics for later. Guess what? She met Eric, and they're now 7 months in, going strong. It wasn't about changing who she was. It was about pacing what she revealed. All right, let's bring it home. Here are 7 things to avoid saying on the first date as an older woman. All the good men are taken. I don't need a man. My ex used to. I'm too old for. I want marriage, kids right away. I don't have time for games. I hope you're not like other men. And instead, choose curiosity over control, openness over oversharing, possibility over pressure. So, the next time you go on a first date, remember, it's not about age, it's about energy. It's not about proving yourself, it's about connecting. Drop those phrases, pick up presents, and watch how different the results can be. If you found this helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more insights, and share this with a friend who might need a little dating reset. Your next great connection could be just one smart conversation away.